Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some post 1961 bats. We got the Philadelphia Phillies traveling down to Florida to take on the Marlins in a two-game series. And leading off for the Philadelphia Phillies, playing center field is Dykstra. Batting second, playing second is Utley. Batting third, playing third is Smith. Batting fourth, playing first is Howard. Batting fifth, playing left field is Lisinski. Batting sixth, playing right field is Hayes. Batting seventh on the catching is Dalton. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Boa. And on the mound, doing the pitching, the man with two first names, John Denny. And the hometown Florida Marlins starting lineup. And we got leading off, playing second base Castilla. Batting second, playing left field is Culligan. Batting third, playing short is Ramirez. Batting fourth, playing right field is Sheffield. Batting fifth, playing center field is Ozona. Batting sixth, playing first base is Bohr. Batting seventh, playing third base is Prado. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Real Mento. And on the mound, batting ninth is Alvarez. And let's get down here to the field and get this game started. And you can see the team replay comparisons. Philadelphia is 4-7 with 47 runs scored on 10 homers, 4 stolen bases, and 3 caught stealings. And Florida is 4-9 with 58 runs, 9 homers, 1 stolen base, and been caught 3 times. And the lead it off here for Phillies is Lenny Dykstra batting .216, no homers and an RBI. And Alvarez, this is his third appearance. He's 0-1 with a lofty 10.24 ERA. And here's the pitch to Lenny. And that's going to be a 40. That'll be a rare play. And a 40 and a 33. And that is going to be hit out in the left field. And Culligan out there, not a very good fielder, but he makes a damn nice play. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. And that'll be out number one. Takes a base hit away from Mr. Dykstra there. So now there's one out. And nobody on. And up to the bat now is Chase Utley. And Chase, he's batting .263 on the year with a homer and 6 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Ramirez. He's up with it, tosses it over to first, and there's 2 down. And Michael Jack Smith's up now, batting .357, off to a great start for the Phillies with 3 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Henderson doesn't want nothing to do with Mike. Walks him. Now you got a runner down at first. 2 outs for Ryan Howard. Howard's only batting .194 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Sheffield and right. Now to end the inning. And the base on balls doesn't hurt. Philadelphia, nothing. And the Marlins coming to the plate. And the Marlins leadoff batter is Luis Castillo, and he's batting .242, no homers and 2 RBIs, going up against John Denny. His third appearance, he's 0-1 with a 2.77 ERA. Here's the pitch to Castillo, and that's going to be a base on ball, so the Phillies walk the leadoff batter. And now Chris comes up, Culligan with a runner on first and nobody out, batting .367 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And they're going to do a little hit and run here, I think. Stay out of the double play early. That's going to be a strike. And now he's off and running. It'll be a -4, 25. 25. So it's going to be a 51 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. So the hit and run doesn't work, but the runner gets down to second. And now there's a runner in scoring position, no out, and the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first and foul territory. Sorry, that's a fly ball. And the foul territory. Howard goes over and makes the catch for out number 1. Runner stays put. Now you got Ramirez up. And Ramirez is batting .298 with 2 homers and 9 RBI. And that's going to be a pop-up. This time on the other end of the diamond, down the third. Smith in fair territory makes the catch. And now there's 2 down and runner still at second for Gary Sheffield. Sheffield's off to a slow start, batting .102 with 1 homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to Dykstra. And the leadoff walk doesn't hurt. And the stolen base, he goes nowhere, stays at second. We go to the top of the second in a 0-0 game. We got the bull Lazinski followed by Hayes and Dalton due up. And Lazinski's batting .156. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Luis at second. And 1 down here in the second. And Justin Bohr steps up. And, Von Hayes steps up. Get the right thing here. And Von Hayes, he's batting .250 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And there's quickly 2 down here in the second. Aaron Dalton comes to the plate. He's batting .192. No homers and 2 RBIs. And that ball is well hit, driven into the gap. And Dalton's got himself a 2-out double. So now the Phillies got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and Larry Boa at the plate. And Boa's batting .148 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the Phillies making some noise here with 2 outs. Can John Denny help his own cause? First and second at the very worst. The walk there gets the pitcher out of the way, and he won't be leading off the third. John Denny's looking for his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 3 this year, and that's going to be a rare play. And that's going to be a wild pitch, and just like that, there's second and third. So Denny can get a hit here. It might drive in too. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Denny. And that's going to be a 56, 46, and a 4. And that'll barely be column number 2. And that'll be a high pop-up down the pot. Pedro down at third. And that'll end the inning. The Phillies strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 2-0. Yeah, it's 0-0. And you got Ozuna, Bohr, and Prado due up here. And Ozuna is batting .290 on the year with a homer and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Smith. He fires over to first, and there's 1 down. And Bohr comes up, and he's batting .038. He is 1 for 26. His only hit is a homer. He's got 2 RBIs. And that's a fly ball out to the bull out in left field. Lazinski makes the catch. And there's 2 down. And Martin comes up. And he's batting .208 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lenny. A 1, 2, 3 top on bottom of the second. To the top of the third we go. You got the top of the order due up here for Philadelphia. Dykstra, Utley, and Smith. Lenny flew out. He's 0 for 1 his first time up. That's going to be another fly ball out the left. So both times he's flew out the left, you might want to try hitting it somewhere else his next time up. That brings up Chase Utley. Utley 0 for 1 today. And I'll be right back here. All right, we're back here. Sorry about that. And now you got Chase Utley. That's a ground ball down the short, and Ramirez up with it, drops it. So that was a ground ball. Sorry. So that was a ground ball down to Ramirez. That was an error on Ramirez. And now, like you say, you got Michael Jack Smith up with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the pitch to Smith. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Mike out. Big strike out there. Now there's 2 down. And Ryan Howard's up. And Howard flew out his first time up. Can he deliver here and take advantage of this error? And nope. That is going to be a ground ball down the third. Fires over the first. And that'll end the inning. And the Phillies strand 1 to the bottom of the third we go. Still nothing. Riamento followed by Alvarez and back to Castilla. And JT, he's batting .208. No homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lazinski. He's been busy today. That'll be out number 1. And 007 joins us here rooting for the Phillies. And Alvarez is up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the year, looking for his first hit. And that's another fly ball. This one out to center field. And there's quickly 2 down here in the third. Luis Castillo's up now. And he walked and stole a base and got stranded at second his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit. He's aboard again here with a 2-out single. And is he going to stay put this time? I think he's going to try to take off and steal again here. How many stolen bases does he have on the year? So he's got 1 stolen base. That was his first stolen base. So he's going to try to take off again. I think it was a -4, 25, 51 or lower, I believe. Yep, 51 or lower. He'll be safe. So here's the play down at second, and he's in there with another stolen base. So that's a stolen base by Luis. He's in scoring position again with 2 outs. And Chris Collins up. And Chris, he's 0 for 1, popped up to Howard his last time up. and that's going to be a fly ball out to Dykstra. And again, the Marlins leave a runner in scoring position. We go to the top of the fourth in a 0-0 game. You got the bull Lazinski, Hayes, and Dalton due up. And Lazinski's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Luis is up with it over to Justin, and 1 down. Von Hayes gets something started here. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. Phillies now got a runner on. Only 1 out. And up to the plate is Dalton. And they're going to do a hit and run here with Dalton. Trying to stay out of the double play. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Hayes is on his own. That'll be a 24. And that'll be a 46 or lower. Von Hayes is safe at second. And he's in there with a stolen base. So the catcher's having a rough go at it right now. So Hayes is in scoring position here with 1 out and a 0-1 pitch to Dalton. He doubled his first time up. Not this time. That's going to be a foul out down the first base line. Justin in foul territory makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So it's going to take a 2-out hit by Larry Boa to deliver here with Von Hayes in scoring position. As Legend Sports Universe joins us here, check out his great channel, folks. He just got done his basketball season. Check out that NBA Finals between the Celtics and Lakers. And here's the pitch to Larry Boa. He walked his first time up, and he gets a hold of this one. This ain't going to be a tie game for long with Hayes' speed out there. And that's going to be driven into the gap. That'll be a 13. And that's going to be a triple in the left field. And that'll drive in a run, and Larry's down at third with 2 outs. And can John Denny double the fun, double your pleasure, double the lead here with some double mint gum? And John, he's 0 for 1 today. Popped up the third his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll end the inning, but the RBI triple by Boa gives the Phillies a 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth. You got Ramirez, Sheffield, and Ozuna, and you got the Phillies' upcoming schedule there. Phillies got 1 more game here in Florida. Then they go on the road to take on the Cardinals for a 3-game series, and then they go home and the Reds come to town. Ramirez, he's 0 for 1 today. And not anymore, because he takes a base on balls, walks on down to first. And again, Denny walks the leadoff batter. It didn't cost him the last time. See if he can pitch around it this time with a 1-0 lead. Tie and run at first. Go ahead, run at the plate. And Sheffield, who's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And a 46 and a 1 should be fielding column 3. And the only play, nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Big strikeout there by Denny. No, they're never good, are they? That's for sure. Especially in a league like this. You start walking batters and then those hits come, and it turns into an ugly inning first. And Ozuna's up now. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the righty. 18. And that's going to be another ground ball. This is a ground ball back to the mound. And a runner will get down to second on this one. So now there's 2 outs, a runner in scoring position for Justin Bohr. Then he's 1 out away from getting out of that with nobody scoring with that leadoff walk. And Justin's 0 for 1. And that's going to get it done. That is going to be a ground ball down to Utley. He tosses it over to first, and the runner gets stranded at second. It's still 1-0 Phillies as we go to the top of the 5th with the top of the order due up here. Dykstra, Utley, and Smith. And Dykstra's 0 for 2. He's flown out the left twice. And he finally hits it somewhere else, folks, and squares it up. See where this ball is going to go. That ball's in the gap in right field. And Lenny Dykstra's got himself a leadoff double. Turns on this one instead of going the other way and gets a double. Now Chase Utley's up, and he's 0 for 1. He did reach on an error his last time up. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. Ramirez calls for it, makes the catch near the mound. And there's one down. Now you got Michael Jack Smith up. And Smith's 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. He walked and struck out his last time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. So they intentionally walk Mike. I don't know how smart that is now with Ryan Howard up. Howard's 0 for 2 though. He has flown out and grounded out. And can he deliver here with Dykstra and Smith? Some good speed on the pads. And here's the pitch to Howard. And that's going to be a 23 and a 7. And that's going to be fielding column 1. That's going to be a high pop up down the second. And he lets that rainmaker come down, catches it, and now there's 2 outs. And it's going to be up to the bull, Greg Lazinski. Can he deliver here? Lazinski has grounded out the second both times up. He's 0 for 2. Not this time, folks. That ball is crushed. That ball is driven into the gap in right field. That'll score Dykstra. Can Michael Jack Smith score from first here with 2 outs? So that'll be a 51, 33, 15. So a 33. That'll be what, a 64? 63 or lower, he scores. He's in there, so that's a 2 RBI double by the Bull. And it's a 3-0 Phillies lead here. Now you got Von Hayes up with a runner at second and 2 outs. And Hayes walked his last time up, stole a base, and came around to score the first run. Here's the pitch to Von Hayes. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Alvarez strikes him out to end the side. But the 2-run double by Lazinski makes it a 3-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. You got Martin due up, followed by Riamento, and then Alvarez. Martin's 0 for 1 today. Can he get on base here and get something started for the Marlins? And he walks, another leadoff walk. Denny's playing with fire here, folks. I'm damn sure that's his 3rd batter that he's walked to lead off the inning. We'll take a look here at the scorecard. Yeah. Castilla led off the game with a walk. Ramirez led off the 4th, and now Martin leads off the 5th here. So you got a runner down at first, nobody out, and JT's at the plate. He's 0 for 1. The Phillies looking for a ground ball double play, and that's exactly what they get. The doctor ordered that one up. That's going to be a 6-4-3. Pitcher's best friend, and that gets him out of the mess. Now there's 2 down, and they'll definitely let Alvarez bat here with 2 down and nobody on. Alvarez is 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Smith. And that'll end the inning. The double play helps Denny get out of the mess. And Parallel League joins us here. We go to the top of the 6th in a Phillies 3-0 lead. Bottom third of the order due up here for the Phillies. Dalton, Boa, and Denny. Darren is 1 for 2 with a double in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Martin bumbles, stumbles, and that's going to be an E5. Only thing he didn't do was throw the ball away. He held on to it. So Dalton's aboard here with a leadoff error. Larry Bowa is up now. He is 1 for 1. He has walked. He's tripled and driven in a run. Here's the pitch to Larry. And that's going to be a pop-up back behind the plate near the screen. JT takes the mask off, makes the catch, and there's one down. Then he's going to try to bunt Dalton in the scoring position here. And that's going to be a nice bunt down the third base line. Martin's up with it, only plays over to first. Justin takes the throw, and there's two down, but the lead runner gets down to second. Gets in scoring position here, and Lenny Dykstra, he doubled and came around the scores last time up. He's 1 for 3. And that's going to be against the righty, 13. That's a nice play down there by Luis. This took a hit away and probably an RBI away from Dykstra. That'll end the inning. Phillies strand one. To the bottom of the 6th we go with the top of the order due up here for the Marlins. Castilla, Culligan, and Ramirez. Luis is 1 for 1. He's walked and stolen 2 bases in this game. And he's got a hold of this one, drives this ball out in the center field. Dykstra chases it down. Nice play by Lenny. Oh, nails. Back near the wall, makes the catch. Good catch by Lenny Dykstra. That is highway robbery. Denny's getting some good defense behind him. Chris is up now 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Von Hayes, much easier play. Harley has to move, makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Hanley. Ramirez is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Where's this one going to land? That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is out of here, folks. Ramirez cuts the lead to 3-1 with a 2-out homer. How big was that play by Dykstra? Keeps it a 2-run lead instead of 1. And now you got Gary Sheffield up. He's struggling. He is 0 for 2 today. And he's batting .098 on the season. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Denny settles down after the homer, strikes Gary out, and we go to the top of the 7th in a 3-1 ball game. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here for Philly. Utley, Smith, and Howard. Chase is 0 for 3 today. Not anymore. So he turns on this one, drives that ball in the right field. Sheffield gets over quickly. He cuts it off. Holds him to a single. Now you got Smith up. Smith's 0 for 1. He has walked twice and came around the score once. Here's the pitch to Mike. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. That wouldn't be a homer in a phone booth. JT waits for it to come down. And there's one out here. And Howard comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He is grounded out, popped up, and flown out. That's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be a hit by pitch. He hits Howard. And I think he's starting to lose control because you don't want to hit somebody with a 3-1 deficit. And the Bull, who just hit a 2-run double against his last time up, comes to the plate now, first and second again. 1 down. Here's the pitch to Lazinski. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 62 and an 8 should be fielding column 3. And they'll get the runner out at second. They won't even throw over to first. That was a slow roller. So now you got first and third. 2 outs. And it's up to Von Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 2 today. He's walked, stolen the base, and came around the score. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts. Alvarez gets out of the inning with nothing happening. We go to the 7th inning stretch in a 3-1 ball game. Got Ozuna, Bohr, and Prado due up. Ozuna is 0 for 2 today. And not anymore. He gets a hold of this. Where's this one going to land at? And that ball is driven in the right field. Von Hayes, nice play, gets over. Ozuna makes a wide turn, but he'll get back to first. Holds him to a leadoff single. But now the tying run comes to the plate. And Justin Bohr. And he's 0 for 2 today. He's flown out and grounded out. Can Denny get another ground ball double play here, folks, is the question. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Justin out. And that's Denny's third strikeout of the game. And Martin comes up. He's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And they'll get the runner at second, throw over to first, and Martin beats the throw. So that'll be a 6-4 put out. Now there's 2 outs. And JT at the plate with Martin at first. JT is 0 for 2. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Not this time, though. Let's see where this ends up at. That'll be a 17. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Martin's going to stop at second. Doesn't have great speed. Doesn't want to get thrown out at third. And that'll be it for Alvarez. We'll have a pitch hitter for him. Now the go-ahead run comes to the plate. And Denny's due up third. They'd like to see him get through this 7th inning here. So let's see who's going to come off the bench here. Most of the lefties are already in the game. Bonifisco is going to come off the bench. He'll bat from the left side here. And Bonifisco's batting .333, no homers and no RBIs. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Can Denny get out of this with nobody scoring? And that's going to be a fly ball out to Hayes. Makes the catch. Marlins strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still a 3-1 ball game. See who's going to come out of the bullpen here for the Marlins. And what do we got here? You got a lefty, a switch hitter, and probably a pitch hitter for Denny. 3-1 game. Marlins, they don't got much of anything, folks. Their bullpen's not that great. Their starting pitching ain't that great. Their offense ain't bad. So, let's see here. Got a lot of lefties coming up, and also then you got one lefty in the bullpen. So Mike Dunn's going to come out of the bullpen. Is the game done? Mike Dunn's coming out trying to keep it a 3-1 ball game. Where's Mike at? There he is. So he'll be facing Dalton Boa and probably a pitch hitter to bottom third of the order. This is Dunn's 6th appearance of the year. He's 1-1 with a 7.88 ERA. Darren Dalton's 1 for 3 with a double. He reached on an error his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Dunn strikes him out. There's one down here in the 8th. Here's Larry Boa having a nice game, 1 for 2 with an RBI triple. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short quickly. 2 outs here in the 8th. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Denny. So he's going to come out of the bullpen and out of off the bench. First out of the bench. Let's see here. Against the lefty. Tony Taylor, I think, is going to come off the bench here. Try to get a board here. See if Taylor can get something started here with the 2 outs. And Taylor's 0 for 1 on the year. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Ramirez. That'll win the top of the 8th. It's still a 3-1 ball game. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here for the Phillies. Got the top of the order due up here. A switch hitter, a lefty, and then a righty. And Al Holland's going to come out of the pen, the lefty. Try to keep this a 3-1 game. And then the old Tugger will try to come out in the 9th to close it out. So Al Holland will pitch the 8th inning here with these lefties due up. And will Luis be pitch hit for? That is the question. And yeah, D. Gordon's going to come off the bench here. So D. Gordon's coming off the bench. Pitch in here for Luis. And Gordon is batting .179, no homers and no RBIs. As you see the team replay comparisons, the Phillies with 86 strikeouts. They've walked 42 batters, given up 22 doubles and 6 triples. Florida pitching has struck out 93 batters, given up 44 doubles, 32 doubles, walked 44 batters, and gave up 1 triple. And Gordon's up now. Here's the pitch to Al Holland. This is his 4th appearance. He's 1-0 with no ERA. And the pitch to Gordon, that's going to be a fly ball out to Von Hayes. And that'll be out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here. Let's see here if Chris is going to bat for himself. Let's see. I don't think he is. Who are we going to go with here? And I believe Kevin Millar is going to come out of the... Kevin's going to come out of the dugout. He's going to pitch it here for Chris. So the Marlins are pulling out all the stops here. So Kevin's going to come out of the dugout and he'll stay in the game and play left field. And Kevin's batting .222 with a homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Al strikes him out. Now there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And Hanley Ramirez, can he get a 2-out rally started here? Ramirez is 1 for 2. He's walked, he's homered, and driven in a run, and of course scored. And that's going to be a pop-up. Nope, sorry, that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And Smith's got it, and that'll win the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Marlins. We go to the top of the 9th in a 3-1 ball game. We need some new outfielders and a new second baseman. So Gordon will stay in and play second. Kevin will stay in the game and play left. And you got the top of the order due up here for Dunn, Dykstra, Utley, and Smith. Lenny's 1 for 4 with a double and came around the score. And that's going to be a base on balls. Dykstra gets a board here with a leadoff walk. And Lenny's probably going to take off and try to get in the scoring position here. It's only a 2-run lead. A 3 at 26. 26. That'll be a 52 or lower. And he throws him out. JT guns him down. And that'll be out number 1. Now there's nobody on. And 1 out for Utley. Nice job by JT, the first base runner to get thrown out by either catcher today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short, over the first. And now there's 2 down. And Michael Jack Smith's up now with nobody on. 2 outs in a 3-1 game. And we drop the dice here. That's not good. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dunn strikes out Smith. That ends the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th with a 3-1 ball game. And like I said, Tug McGraw is going to come out of the bullpen here and try to nail this game down. Old Tugger. Got 2 righties due up and a lefty. So Gary Sheffield is 0 for 3 today. He struck out his last 2 times up. He's glad to see Denny out of the game. And it doesn't do much. That's going to be a base on balls, though. He gets a walk out of this, brings the tying run to the plate. Ozuna is up now. He's 1 for 3, singled his last time up. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is out of here, folks, I believe. Let's check, make sure I didn't screw this up. Yep, kiss it goodbye. This ball game is tied up. The Tugger gives up a 2-run homer. And it is a 3-3 game, and there's still nobody out. Marlins fighting back here. Now you got Justin up. And they're going to let him stay in the game. He's 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. McGraw gets the strikeout after the homer. There's 1 down. And Martin's up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. And he gets a hold of this one. Tug McGraw's getting lit up. And that's going to be a single. Von Hayes gets over, cuts it off. Nice play by Hayes to hold him to a single. Now JT's up. And JT's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And McGraw struck out 2. But he's also given up a 2-run homer. And that'll be it for Dunn. See who's going to come off the bench here. Try to walk this game off. A runner down at first. And it's going to be the big boy. Stanton's coming off the bench here. Can he deliver? So Stanton's coming off the bench. And he's batting 167 with 1 homer and 3 RBIs. And that ball is hit hard. That ball is hit far. How far is it going to go? That ball is driven into the gap, and they're going to send Martin. He doesn't have a lot of speed, but they got to send him here. So that's going to be a pull left. So that'll be in the left field of 45. Lazinski's still out there. He doesn't have a very good arm. Plus 9, a 29, and this could be a walk-off. So a 55 or lower. The Marlins walk it off on Tug McGraw, and they do. That's a double by George Stanton, and that's your ball game, folks. 2-run homer and an RBI double ends this ball game. Unbelievable. As the Marlins come back and score 3 in the bottom of the ninth off of Tug McGraw and win this game 4-3. Unstinking believable. Let's take a look here at the box score. Didn't see that happening. Figured this game was over. Tug McGraw blows the save, only gets 2 outs, both of them by strikeouts. It was feast or famine, and mainly famine. That'll be the walk-off for the Marlins. So the Marlins, 4 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Phillies, 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. You had the RBI triple by Larry. The Phillies had their chances to blow the game open. They was 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position, left 9 men on base. And Ozuna was 2 for 4. And Ramirez and Ozuna with the homers. And the big RBI double by Stanton coming off the bench. The Marlins 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Only left 5 men on base. John Denny, not happy. Goes 7 innings, gets a no decision. 4 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 3, gave up the homer. Al Holland comes in, pitches 1 inning, 1 strikeout, and Tug McGraw blows the save. He's 0-1. 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 2, gave up the homer. Alvarez gets a no decision, goes 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 4, struck out 4. And Dunn comes in, gets the win. He's 2-1, 2 innings, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. No, they sure can. I thought they had that one wrapped up, 007. Oh, thank you, buddy. Take a look here at the standings and leaderboard. I thought that was a for sure win with Tug McGraw with a 2-run lead. Oh, I appreciate it, buddy. So the Braves are now a game and a half up on the Mets. And the Nationals are 3.5 games back, along with the Marlins and Phillies. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Nats are 2.5. The Marlins and Phillies now with that win and loss are now 3.5 games back. And in the Central, you got the Brewers a half a game up on the Cardinals. Pittsburgh's a game back. The Cubs and Reds are a game and a half back. And Houston's in the rear, 3 games back. Now, west, the Giants 2.5 games up on LA. The Padres are 3 games back. The Diamondbacks 3.5. And the Rockies 4.5. Jeff Bagwell's leading the National League with a .397 average. Bonds with 11 homers, and Sammy Sosa leading with 19 RBIs. And you got Cal Hendricks with a 0.75 ERA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitchers with 3 wins. Kent DeCalvey leading the league with 5 saves. And Sammy's leading in the MVP votes. And Juan Marichel's leading in the Cy Young votes. Oh, you're welcome, Parallel League. And the next game on the channel will be the last game of this 2-game series. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. Chris Short's going to go up against Mr. Beckett. Josh Beckett. We'll see how that turns out here. Can the Phillies get a win here in Florida? I want to thank Parallel League 007, Legend Sports Universe. And I believe that was everybody. If you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell and like button. It helps the channel out. Until next time, folks, you all have a great day and take care.